Hey guys, we are here checking out my trip. Dave Lefebre here from Conroe. So this would be stage 2 of the Major League Fishing Bass Pro Tour event. I'm going to take you through every day of my event. So let's dive right into this. This is actually um, the full trip, all 5 or 6 days that I spent on the water. Actually remember to turn it on every day. So Conroe practice, here they all are. Conroe practice day 1, day 2, shotgun round, elimination round, knockout round. So we're going to go through each day, going to go through practice briefly. But obviously practice is really important in the final outcome. So I'm going to go ahead and hit replay. We're going to start this trip. It's going to start up here. Oops, I got my thing over top of it. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so you can see the trip starting up there in the top right. Stayed at a campground in Willis. This is Willis, Texas, so it was a little bit of drive around the dam. All the activities were going on over here. But right off the bat here, I want to show you what you can do. So in the morning, I forgot to enter the second bite that I got. So I'm switching into map mode here. And what's really, really cool about this Angler app is I can go back in and add stuff. So I'll show you how to do that real quick. Here's a little tiny man-made canal, and I got a bite right between these two little docks right here. And I also got a bite on the other point. So when I don't set the hook on a fish, I'm using a sighting waypoint. So right on this point I had another one. So that's really cool. I can drag that in there. You can see there's a bunch of different icons here you can scroll through. That's a fairly new feature on Angler. But I can click on that, push edit, add a photo later, which is really cool. So I'll just do that real quick. I think that's the lizard right there. We'll just add the lizard to that. Okay. You can put notes in there, whatever you want to do. Click save. I can pin it to the map or unpin it to the map. But in this case, we're just going to leave it there. And so now, bang, I got that other waypoint there. So you do all that through map mode. So going back to the trip here, I'll click play. Set the hook on one. That was actually a jig fish. You can see on Hurricane Dave video, I recapped this whole tournament. And the first day of practice, 39 degrees, real cold. Those first 3 bites I had were shallow. Next bites I had were right here. Those are 2 catches deep in that 8 to 12 foot range. I think those were on a Carolina rig lizard. So then I'm running down, checking one more deep spot down by the dam. And this is probably the moment that got me a check and got me a really good finish in this event. Ended up finishing 30th, but was in the top 5 after the second day. And what happened was, right here, you can see all my tracks right here. I was marking fish, marking bait, and I knew they were there. And I threw that jig all over the place. I threw the Carolina rig out there and got snagged. It's real rocky. So that's when I picked up, I fished all through here, didn't get a bite with the jig, snagged the Carolina rig, turned around, went right back through the same thing, and just stuck a lizard on a Texas rig. And I got those 4 bites fishing right back through there. So that was pretty amazing for sight fishing every once in a while, but Now, I've never just pitched a lizard around like that. So that's when I realized, that bait might be something special. So I had that now rigged on a Texas rig. And basically what I'm doing here, I was running in here. That's the official takeoff site. I wanted to take a look at that. Ran back in here, fished a little bit. Lizard, bam, caught a pretty nice one. That's at the mouth of a cove, so a staging fish. Fished back in here, super close to the eventual winning fish. But never had a bite back in there. And basically I'm just running around looking at stuff. I think I found a brush pile. Yeah, there's a brush pile right there on one of those points. Looking deep, it's cold. Knew it was going to get warm and the fish were getting ready to move up. But there's another fish. As soon as I started fishing, that's again on the lizard on the outside of this cove going into getting kind of close to the main lake. Right here I'm running just looking at past places. This is where I finished really good in the Classic last year. So I'm just checking that out, just taking a look at everything, the water and everything like that. Pulled into one of the key places and caught one. You can see right here, I had another bite. I didn't set the hook on this one. But that's when a pattern, I knew there was some fish deep because everywhere I went I got a deep bite. But this is when I realized, these fish are staging. You can see I got a bite similar to this bite. Didn't set the hook on this one. But right outside the bridge on the point. And I think that was pretty much my day. I'm heading back to the campground right here. And that was a full long day, and I spent the whole thing close to the dam. It was pretty muddy, but that's when I realized, the fishing was going to be tough, and I had one more day after this. But I think that lizard thing, figuring that out down here by the dam, was very, very important.